And here we are.
Hey,
everybody.
Welcome, my freaky darlings. We are the Raconteur Society.
Geeks past our beaks.
Here to ruin your Tuesday
night live.
Groovy, bro.
Right on.
What are we? We are a gaggle of freaky friends that like to game together, and we are throwing down a little bit of Spirit of 77 tonight. So if you haven't experienced this, it's a really cool game. But before we do that, we will be trying to get announcements out, but even get Dennis to stop making disco noises. But anyway, yes, we are playing the Spirit of 77 tonight, which is by who?
Monkeyfun Studios.
Monkeyfun Studios. We love you guys.
Maybe joining us tonight.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
That
would be cool.
So I'm going to throw this on down to Dale, who's sitting in the DM chair tonight, or the DJ chair tonight.
Hey, so we've made our characters. We've been playing a couple stories so far, and we are continuing the story that we started last time. This is the first time we haven't finished one in a single session, so we have a part 2. And that story was called Women's Prison of the Apes. So, when you guys are ready, I will do the intro for this.
Are we ready, clocks?
Usually
Ready
it's
and steady.
the lightning bug who does the intros, but this one's not. It's a continuation.
Okay, click.
Yep. So imagine a TV set
Okay, click.
from the 70s. Yeah, you had to get up and do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
Get up there and turn it to
You could have had
box.
Yeah,
Click.
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 Last we saw our intrepid heroes.
So, previously on Spirit of 77. Images of scenes flash across the screen. The group in a holding cell as Chelsea Hazelnut asks them to help free Audrey Skates from an experimental prison. The 3 males emerging from behind their curtain cubicles in their new female looks.
Oh.
Rowdy is a saloon girl smoking a cigarette outside the cell. Guerrilla guards speaking their first words to the group, "Stay in line." Inside offices Inside the offices as the orangutans and chimps look at the new arrivals. The warden in his office warning the group to watch your P's and Q's. The group in the laundry meeting Rhonda X. Millie in the kitchen lowering the knife from Dusty's neck as they reach an agreement. Rowdy in the air vent speaking to Audrey in solitary confinement. Heaven speaking to Baba Gabba as they realize she's not crazy and fears for her girlfriends at the hands of Dr. Beech. And the group at the bars of their cells talking about their plans. And now the theme music plays.
Oh no! According to P. Fooder, the theme music is "Play that funky music, white boy."
That one I wrote. Unfortunately, Mike doesn't have the intro done.
That's Mouse Speakers, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's Mouse.
So basically, the title card comes up, and there you are at your prison cell. And when we last left off, you were talking about what you were going to do. You had done laundry, and you had been taken back to your cells. And here pretty soon, probably about half an hour, they're going to give you yard time, rec time out in the yard. You get 2 hours. Okay, so Oz, why don't we start with you?
All right, I'm. Can't we be cheating? Treadwell,
Airplane.
Orison. I have a bar, and I kind of the focal point for all these characters, and I am a specialist, and I have a degree in investigations as well as a degree in business. So I kind of keep a roadhouse eye on all these guys. We're going to work as a team. Where's my cigar?
Tonight, so.
Yeah. My character's Heaven Smith. She is an alien bounty hunter from Avataran 5, and it wasn't her choice.
Bless you.
Thank you. And it wasn't her choice to be on Earth. Some salvage ship she was trying to escape from landed her there, and she's been on the Earth ever since. So, yep.
Alrighty.
Yep.
You were some sort of law enforcement. Is that what you said? That?
Bounty hunter, law enforcement.
Yeah, that was it. Alright. Tonight I'm playing Dusty Love, and I am the captain of a roller derby.
Roller turd.
Roller
Been a while
turds.
since you've been here.
Roller derby team, yeah.
A roller derby team.
Gotta break in slowly. Don't worry.
A roller derby team called the Mayhem Mamas, and if there's violence to be had, I will be having it. But I am actually a rich girl with a rich mumsy and dudsy, and my little sister Wendy, whom I love very much. So, thanks.
Right on. I'm playing Ronald H. Gareth, otherwise known as Coyote. He's a good old boy and one bad mother. He's got a car named the Black Dragon, and it is a 73 Roadrunner. Get it? Coyote, Roadrunner.
Hey!
But he's on the run from his dad because his dad's rich and he took all of his money and ran. So now he's hanging out with this group, fighting the bad guys.
P. Fedor's roller sturdy. Do they judge of length of skid marks?
Oh!
Only the skid marks in my opponent's
That's right,
pants.
Simon, you got it.
Meep, meep.
Meep, bang.
I am playing Rowdy Gates, the long lost cousin to Howdy Doody.
Duty.
Unfortunately, I wasn't quite fit for the daytime children's show because I liked whiskey and playing with guns, so they tossed me into the puppet box for a couple of decades. And that is right, I am a puppet.
Yep.
And I'm now back with all my costumes as a cowboy and shooting it up.
I'm playing Logan. I'm a rodeo clown. I'm also a martial arts master. That's a combo you can't talk about, but you sure as heck can. I take care of business and I protect those I care about. And one of these days, Dude Hog's going down. I'm going to get my rodeo back. Then I'm heading to the Sayonara clan and get my son. You just wait. Rock on.
He's
And
too
that is-
intense.
Didn't know you had a son.
And that is the 77 crew.
I
for
thought
this
it was
round.
me.
It is you.
Round of applause.
Yay!
So yeah, you guys have been sent into the women's prison, an experimental women's prison. The guys have had to.
Now, that didn't cost us anything, right? Normally, you have to pay for that, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
You paid because you have to dress as women.
Oh, okay.
Most of you. You can't. You didn't really pass very well, but the simian guards, who are part of the experimental prison, didn't seem to catch on. Okay, so you guys are in this women's prison. You found Audrey Skates. She is in solitary confinement. Doesn't seem like she did anything to get put there, but she's there, and she's worried that somebody's put her there so they have access to get rid of her. And I believe you remember why. If you don't remember why, you talked to her.
Rowdy did.
Her stepmother is planning on leaving her father, who's a rich, kind of well-to-do businessman. He has a lockbox with all this money in it. Audrey knows the key. The stepmother knows that the father will never give it up, and she secretly hates his guts. So Audrey believes that she's framed her and put her in this prison, has her in solitary, and somebody's gonna come in and torture her to get the lock combination out of her, and then kill her, make it look like it happened in prison, and she's gonna leave her father with the ultimate pain of knowing that his daughter is dead.
Right.
So that's what she's fearing. It hasn't happened yet. She's not 100% sure, but that's her thought. So she did say there was a guerrilla guard who seems to be sympathetic to her.
Yes, it was down at the other end of the corridor.
And she thinks it might actually be a female. She can't tell, but its number is G6.
G6.
So there's that.
I'm sorry, did you say G6?
Bingo.
Bingo! Damn it.
Oh.
Took away my joke.
Got it.
McGill the gorilla.
McGilla the gorilla. Nope, grape ape.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the main thing. You also found out that from Baba Gabba that Dr.
The guards are gorillas, yes.
Yes. Yeah, the guards are gorillas. Some of the staff, you've got clerks who are clerical jobs, are orangutans, and most of the doctor staff, the infirmary, are chimpanzees. So that's kind of how it is. They're all class system. Let's see. You found out from Baba Gabba that Dr. Anson Beech, who is the scientist who is behind all this and has created the collars to do this to the simians, experiments on people, possibly, because Baba Gabba had a girlfriend in prison, her cellmate named Claire, and they took her away to Beech's lab, and she hasn't seen her since. Nobody's seen her since. She has no idea what's been done. You also found out that Baba Gabba was originally a primatologist who got in prison for breaking up a black market animal smuggling ring. And
She doesn't monkey around at all.
no, she doesn't. But she went bananas and killed a few people. Put 'em cheap.
Boy.
Thank you. So,
Don't do that in the
Yeah.
primate area. Do not do that in the
That's true.
Because
Safety
they'll fling
circle.
stuff you
Safety
don't want
first.
them to fling at you.
yeah.
Fling crap.
The warden is in his own office. He is still the warden of this prison. He knows what's going on, but he doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, I run the place, watch your P's and Q's. You don't want to get ripped apart by these things. And he had received a letter when you guys came in, an anonymous letter that said, you may not be who you say you are. So, okay, we will pick up where we left off. You have time in the yard. You had also spoken to Millie, who runs the kitchen, and all the girls in the kitchen are her gang, and she pretty much is willing
She's gonna help us out.
Yeah, she doesn't want to go out. She doesn't want to get out of the prison. She's been out once before and couldn't handle it.
She has her
feels safer
queendom
in
here. She likes it here.
She's got her gang, and she rules the roost. Rhonda X, on the other hand, is another girl you met while you were on laundry detail who wanted to know what you were up to. She kind of put it together. You're doing something. You told her you were trying to get this girl out, and she said, I can help, but I want to get out too.
Right.
And you find out she is kind of a militant, revolutionary, feminist.
Right.
Wants to burn the man to the ground, let the women have a chance of running things.
Right.
Might not be bad, but she's probably going to set fire to a lot of stuff to do it.
Yeah, she said
You
it
guys
was a
have-
case of mistaken identity, or
Yeah.
she was a political
Political prisoner.
prisoner.
Is what she said.
Yeah.
So, what is going to be your plan? I know you had talked about trying to get to Dr. Beech's lab, if you can find it. Because I think some of you had talked about doing some sort of diversion in the yard, but I don't know what your plan is.
What's our plan?
Well, it's been so long I forgot.
I think we need to somehow, as things develop, get Rowdy into the cell to help protect the girl.
Can Rowdy get her out?
Just to make sure that he's on hand.
I don't know if I can get her out, but at least I can be there to protect her.
I'm going to say this, Desi. Well, you know, if all these gorillas are being used against their will with these collars, maybe if we figure out how to get these collars off, they might do half the writing for us.
Likely we'll need to get into the control center,
Right,
discombobulate the control collars.
right.
You need to also, before things go down, you need to get into the lab and check it out and see what this doctor is doing, since he's supposedly also working, experimenting on people as well. Like the apes are just a first step.
Yeah. If apes are his first step, then as soon as,
How tight
You know-
was the... Oh, go ahead.
well, if the apes go into a riot, there'll have to be some kind of an investigation, and then whoever comes to investigate will hopefully find out what he's doing on people. Right now, I'm trying to get our job done, which is get the girl out.
Something shady going on for sure. Rowdy, how hard was it to get down to that cell?
Well, when you're my size, not that hard.
Well, from what...
But I need to get into that laundry room at least, or another access point.
Could somebody go with you, or would it be too small of an area to get around for a normal human?
I'd be too small for any of you.
Okay.
I brought stuff to explode, but it's just mostly as a a signal.
Or distraction.
It could be
Which
both.
one's humming?
Booze.
So we get some
Got that hummingbird right by you.
potency explosives things, and we can do that to put the kibosh on the control room.
You just tell me what you want me to hit. That's all I need to know. I'm gonna go crawl.
I see crawl.
Zip. Okay, get after it.
We're gonna get on the location of the control room. And
As
let it
Logan
go.
goes down through the basement.
And
Hey,
then
bring up some.
Rowdy's already dug himself a tunnel out of the prison. Or, what's his name?
Logan.
Logan.
Baba Gabba says, well, I do know, I've never been there, obviously, but I do know that Dr. Beech's lab is at the north end of the building.
Who's this?
Baba Gabba, her cellmate.
Oh, okay.
It's at the north end of the building, and I believe it's attached to the prison, but it's not in the prison. It's kind of an outbuilding that's attached by a hallway.
Oh, well, that means I can't get to it.
Yeah. I've seen it, but I don't know. We're not really allowed to go near it. So I guess you'd have to have some sort of key card to get in.
And who carries the key cards? Do the
Some of the guerrilla guards do have key cards.
I took care of it.
Dale? While they're talking everything, I'm going to go sit down and light a cigarette. Pull it out from my stockings. Light a cigarette with a match.
Out of your garter.
When the hell did you smoke? Wouldn't that be like deadly?
I've always smoked. Yeah, I'm going to try and contemplate. And I'm going to free my mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That type of
So
cigarette.
it's one of your special things.
Yep.
It goes from wood to stone.
So, I want to free my mind.
Okay.
and it's not even
free my mind.
So what do we roll? What do we roll? 2d6?
Yeah.
1d6?
Yeah. 2d6. When you relax medication, blah, blah, blah. DJ and roll plus soul.
Yep. I got no soul, but I'll roll anyway.
Because you a puppet.
You don't know how metaphysical crap works.
And you don't
Come on.
add them together, right?
Yeah, you add them together.
You add them together.
Yeah.
But that's still not enough. All right.
What'd you
But
get?
you get a ding.
I get a what? Oh, I get a ding? Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Yeah. So you get an experience point. You're not there yet. You're feeling pretty groovy.
Just to knock him in the... When I was in the Sayonara clan over there, and the thing my sensei would learn. This is how I got into the metaphysical.
Okay.
I learned in the fine world. He'd just come up and slap the piss out of me, and then I'd see the other
Use
world.
instead of might, use soul.
Soul. So I got 10.
Okay, that's good. That's a success.
Okay, so he like
So
slaps.
he basically, my sensei taught me this.
My head spins.
Yeah, spins,
3 times, and when it comes back, a bunch of smoke comes out.
and the eyes actually gonna do the.
Spin around in his head and then stop. Yeah.
Ching ching, and a coin comes out of his mouth.
That's where that was.
Okay, roll again, and this time I will give you +2.
Okay.
I should just get 2.
I was
Or
gonna say,
actually, no.
Actually, would that be
still have a
considered
bonus.
him helping a brother?
Yeah, helping a
Because
brother out.
we are hooked.
Yeah. So help a brother out. Okay. So he got a 10. You roll with something extra. So what that means is you roll 3d6 and take the 2 highest.
Take the 2 highest. 5, 6, 7.
Okay. It's a partial success.
Okay, yeah. Cryptic answer. So,
Okay. All right. So as and your eyes stop rolling, you have this thought. The key is in the brain center. The prison has a brain center. So do the apes. But their brain center is already past the point of no return. So if you can disrupt the prison's brain center, you will free their minds.
And the rest will follow.
And you may find a path home. Just like Dorothy on the Planet of the Apes.
Just
All
like
right.
Dorothy on the planet.
I look up at Logan and like, I need a cherry soda.
Cherry soda?
And cheesy doodles?
Am I out in the yard?
No, you're not in the
No,
yard.
no. I go, we need to interrupt the brain. The center of the brain. That's the key. No, not mine. The prison's brain.
What the hell? What if prison's got the warden?
Maybe.
Interrupt the warden's brain? I can do that.
The control center on the apes.
Yeah. If we get rid of that, then we can free all the apes.
All right.
And they might still be, they might still be good.
All right. Anybody else around us?
Hopefully they'll be good and pissed off on the doc.
Baba Gabba, but she's kind of following you guys at this moment.
I turned over to her. Hey,
Yeah.
Baba. Gabba. Get your photo up here so everybody knows who the heck you are. There you are. Now.
Gabba, hey.
Now.
That's Rhonda X.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm just talking about the people at home at the at-home game.
Which is also not that great.
Oh, you know what? If I can get back down there, maybe I can talk to that G6 and let her know
All right.
that if the collars come off, and if they still think, then they can help us.
Yeah.
Help them.
Yeah. I like it.
Take down the doctor.
Yep.
But that means the rest of you are going to have to do everything else.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, hold on. You get back down there and do that. I and another gang of girls that are here are all fully prepared to pull off a distraction riot. Who wants to go to the doctor's,
Control center.
I'll hit-
the control center?
I'll head for there.
I'll go too.
Okay. You want to help us riot, or do you want to go to the control center?
Help us riot.
Actually, Heaven, do you have any X-Tech knowledge or anything like that?
No, I do not.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. You are an alien, so you know stuff, according to Logan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, she does.
But no, if you want to riot, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, my hair would be kind of handy in a riot.
Could be. Yeah, very much.
And
What about
Logan?
You
Yeah.
two? We're going to go talk to the gorilla. Logan, you going with us or you going to go riot?
Whatever you want me to do, I can do either one. I can hit the brain or I can hit somebody in the brain.
Right.
I would have you with us because we may need your brawn to get in the door.
Right.
And there's possible it's not just the scientist. If it's controlling everybody, they probably have staff in there.
Yep.
Just then, you hear... Yeah, pretty much.
we hear that every week.
A lot of big footsteps coming up
No,
the
when
stairs.
girls are
You hear a lot of footsteps and kind of shuffle stomping.
Get out of here.
Grunts.
Get out of here, Rowdy.
Oh, I go. It's been too long. I've forgotten the names. What's your
Me? Now I've forgotten my name.
love?
Dusty.
Dusty.
Love.
Dusty Love.
I go jump on Dusty's lap.
Okay.
'Cause he's my dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys are sitting there, about 5 gorilla guards come up and kind of in front of your gates, and you notice one of them is G6.
Sweet.
Okay.
And one of the big silverback guards in his prison uniform is like, yard time. Follow us. 2 hours.
I get up and
And you see, he mentions, he looks over, and G6 pulls out a card key. Beep, beep, beep. On all 3 of your cells, they all clank open. And the girl is pretty much motion you out. And you notice they all have like the big gorilla-sized nightsticks. So it's
Telephone poles.
not like, it's, I got my nightstick. It's like, I'm 400 pounds and I have one that matches me.
Right.
And they're all just kind of standing there, non-threatening, but like, don't do anything. You guys, and they step forward.
Yep.
We
Step
follow
forward.
directions and
Yep,
After
and
the
they
yard.
basically 2 in front, 2 in back, 1 on each side, and they kind of march you down the hallway, downstairs, through the general population area. And there's prisoners in there too, but it's your yard time. They take you out toward the back door, and there's a big set of double doors. G6 uses the card key, and the doors clink and swing open. And you see daylight, which is actually for you guys like, oh man, we've only been in here a day, and that's horrible.
Oh my God, my retinas are burning.
So you go out. It's kind of mid-afternoon. Go out into the yard. There's lots of other prisoners, and as you walk out, there's like bleachers. There's some exercise equipment. There's some areas like a basketball court, stuff like that. And you immediately notice as you walk out, you hear kind of a wolf whistle, and as you look over,
Yeah.
on the bleachers is Millie, surrounded by her gang. She's making those noises at you. Yeah, so, but she kind of looks at you, winks, then goes back and talks to her girls. So you guys come out in the yard. There's all kinds of prisoners, girls playing basketball, girls lifting weights. Most of them are just standing around talking. Some of them looking surly at each other, like, the cliques. But there's lots of guerrilla guards out here. There's probably about 12 to 15 guards that you see, and now there's 6 more. They've all stationed themselves around. You do notice up as you walk out, up atop, there's a balcony on the second floor, like a fire escape kind of thing, and there's 2 gorillas kind of pacing back and forth. There is a human up there in a prison uniform, and this would be Soldan. Captain Jim Soulless Soldan. You remember some of the guards call him Soulless.
Yeah.
Soulless.
Yeah, that's fine. He's up there kind of...
Captain.
Yeah. He's kind of up there watching over the yard, just kind of pompously, self-importantly. He's got the gorillas up there with him. You do notice there's an orangutan or 2 up there with clipboards standing near him. And probably over near the bleachers, you do see standing maybe 3 chimpanzees. They've got their green smocks on, and they do have like first aid kits with them. Like they're on standby in case something happens. So yeah, there's some of the apes are out here. The guards kind of get out, move out of the way. Kind of, if you don't walk into the yard, they kind of nudge you, like, go.
we'll start walking in.
Okay.
Now, is Rowdy with us, or is he back in the
Well,
cell? and-
G6 is here, so you could walk.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna hitch a ride with
It's-
her.
Yeah, so
For right now.
he's with you guys.
Yeah, I'm carrying him like my doll.
As you guys kind of walk out into the yard, probably a little farther, like toward the basketball hoops or the equipment, as you kind of look, this way, you see the prison, you see parking lot, that kind of thing. As you look this way, you see the corner of the prison, and then you can tell there's the back of an outbuilding. So if you went to the end of this and turned that corner, maybe about 40, 50 feet is another outbuilding. That's to the north. That's probably the lab they're talking about.
I asked Gabba Baba. Is that it over there?
That's it.
Okay.
And you do see 2 gorilla guards over there just kind of chatting. Yeah. Yeah. And you ready for banana
bugs
break?
off each
Man,
other.
I've been waiting for banana break for 2 weeks.
What's,
Fast enough.
what's the name of, the,
okay, so-
of the prisoner that we're in there to try to save?
Audrey Skates.
Audrey
Skates.
Skates.
Audrey Skates.
So while they're still walking us out to the yard, I'm gonna say real loud so that G6 can hear me. Man, I thought my girl Audrey Skates would be here, but I haven't seen her. I wonder where they got her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go higher.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys watch to see if G6 is having any kind of reaction to that?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
definitely will, since I'll probably be the most discreet.
Yeah. Okay. So for everybody, when she says that, everybody looks at G6. You see G6 over there, kind of moving toward the exercise equipment, and it pauses. She pauses and kind of like turns her head just enough to like listen over her shoulder, not look at you, but just kind of like turn her head and kind of stop.
So she's listening?
Sounds like she's listening.
Yeah, I heard she got I heard she got put in here for some bullshit she didn't do.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah?
Got her in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe down in the hall.
Okay, Dusty. Here's what we're gonna do. Us's are gonna head over toward the play equipment. Start getting some stuff. We'll start doing a little workout thing, and we'll do a little calisthenics. Start making our way around the edge of the yard over towards the end where that building is. As we start to do that, you and the gals go ahead, make your run and get your chemicals and start your distraction thing. Get that going. That'll take the ape guard's attention towards you. It'll allow us to get G6 over to the building. We'll get in, and then we'll affect the equipment disturbation and
Disruption.
try to get Audrey broken out of solitary.
We're not
And-
sure,
and- and- and-
sure
and
yet
take-
if
and
G6
take
is
down-
going.
Yeah.
and take down the controlling stuff as soon as we get in there.
Yes, but what
So
I'm
Oars
trying to
has a good
establish
plan.
first, G6 we have to find out whether or not she's actually willing to help us first. So that's why I'm trying to get her to pay attention and
So,
maybe say something.
Before that, that's a good plan. But
Yeah.
before it happens, you need to contact G6.
Okay,
So she's aware of that
we'll-
plan.
We'll
So Oars, Coyote, and Logan are going toward the exercise.
Thank you, zombie.
See you
And
later, Simon.
Simon's got to go to
Take it
work.
easy, Simon.
Hey, Simon.
good night.
Bye, Simon.
And Baba Gabba was going with them. So.
Yes, and Baba Gabba. So you four are going over to the exercise equipment.
Right.
Dusty and Rowdy and Heaven. You guys are. They start moving. You're kind of like milling about, and you will notice this too, that G6 is already kind of like turned, like she's going back toward the bleachers, but she's eyeing Dusty and kind of. You guys are going to the exercise. She's coming around this way to talk. Looks like she's going right for Dusty.
Yeah. So, not okay with this, but I gotta trust that's gonna be all right. So keep going.
So you guys go to the exercise equipment. So we'll split off for a minute. You three. You see that gorilla coming up. And the gorilla stops halfway, looks at the group that's walking to the exercise equipment, and immediately and you actually see this gorilla become emotional.
Yeah.
And then kind of takes a deep breath and continues walking towards you, but keeps glancing at this group going off to the exercise equipment.
Nobody's talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
So G6 comes up, kind of stands like 2 feet away from you, looking the other direction. Just kind of like,
What's up, guard? You want a cigarette? Might as well be friends if we're here, right?
no. And you hear a surprisingly feminine voice. It says, no. You know Audrey?
Yeah, she my girl.
Keep it down. And you see
Yes, boss.
Soldan up on the balcony, kind of looking around, kind of stops, looks over towards your direction, then just kind of keeps looking around. And she's still not looking you in the eye.
Oh, I'll pull down my dolly and say, oh, I'm just going to talk to my dolly for a while. Oh, baby dolly.
I hate the baby talk, woman.
I wonder if we can find any other friends in this place.
Hey, Thorn's here.
Yeah. Welcome back, Bobby. Good to see you again.
Let's see, G6 has got the key card.
So
And where's the key card? located?
G6 says, Are you here to... She actually says, Audrey is in solitary confinement.
Well, I figured since I haven't seen her, isn't that right?
Poor Rowdy.
Rowdy's
She does kind of look at you,
Rowdy's
look at your doll, and just kind of... Interesting. And she just kind of
Try to
looks...
make it look like I'm not talking to her.
Rowdy's
Just
like,
looking at I roll my eyes around.
Rowdy's
And
like,
he's-
I don't hate this.
And he's literally slap-faced stoned, so this is...
That's right.
He's actually
he's like-
probably coming out of it now.
Oh, what the hell?
You're getting kind of hungry, though.
Eat her face.
But you notice G6 does kind of finally turn around and face the other way. Maybe walk to the other
get him.
side. And she's still looking at the exercise equipment. She says,
Would you like a Snickers?
Audrey may be in danger, but I'm not sure.
Hey, you got another light on you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's in danger?
She's in danger. And I don't want to have what happened to me happen to her.
What happened to her?
You've always been a gorilla, right?
No.
Oh!
My real name is Claire.
Oh, no, babe, what's going on? I'm over there.
Really? So you know that Babagat over there, right?
Oh, yeah. I know her very well.
Awesome. Claire? Isn't it nice to meet Claire?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to meet Claire. Claire, you want to help us stop this place?
What do you know about scientific equipment?
I don't know. What do you know about scientific equipment?
Well, I have an advanced knowledge more than you realize. I know a lot about scientific equipment.
I don't know if it's possible. If you can reverse this, I will do anything you need me to do. If you can't reverse this, I guess I'm stuck this way.
We just need the card key, and all this will be solved. Here's your light.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah,
She's like,
the girl's there.
I need to get in that building so we can reverse this if there's a way. Maybe force Dr. Beech to reverse it if he can. I need to be there.
All right, you know what?
But the good news is, I have made friends with some of them. Give me 2 minutes. I'll talk to the two over there.
Awesome.
And she kind of like, you see her kind of stretch. And when she stretches, you hear bones pop and muscles stretch. And she just, oh. And then wipes her hands down to her belt. And the key card falls off onto the ground. And she kind of struts over to the...
And I use my
Two
hammer
guards.
and just kind of cross the floor, grab the keycard, bring it up.
Okay. All right. Roll your hustle.
Here we go.
5.
Okay. Take a point of experience.
Oh.
And let's see.
And everybody gets a giant rose.
Okay. One of the gorillas nearby kind of starts walking towards your way.
We're still there, or we've moved on?
You have walked off.
We're
toward
over at the.
But you're like 20 feet away, 15 feet away. I mean, that's
See that?
you hear it. You didn't, unless you were watching them, you didn't see what happened. But you hear a guard,
Okay.
start walking their way
We're
as you
looking
turn around.
at.
I look up at the kitchen lady. I can't remember her name now. Sorry.
Millie.
Millie. Kind of like.
She's waiting for a signal from me.
There's my signal.
The gorilla kind of moves up.
Hold on.
When her hair came out, can we see what happened?
Yeah.
Did she actually take it?
Key
Or did
card
it
fell on the
drop,
ground,
or-
and a little tendril of her hair kind of went down, snaked over, grabbed it, and started to drag it across. And as you notice that, you look around, you see one of the gorillas just happen to be like, and see the key card, and it moved toward her.
Yeah.
So apparently he saw like,
Okay.
oh, you took it.
Can I do something then?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
I just kind of like put my wherever or however she's holding me. I just say, throw me, and just kind of kick off. And I want to try and fall, like like she dropped me, and I'm just gonna fall right where the key card is, on where the hair is.
Okay, all right. So you can do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you accidentally drop your doll right on the key card.
Oh.
The gorilla's still moving up.
I'm gonna take that key card then and just stick it in my stockings, and then just
Roll your hustle.
Do that.
do the hustle.
Do the hustle.
Do the hustle. Well,
And what are you gonna do? You see him fall on the key card, but the gorilla's moving that way.
Can I come up and go, hey, guard?
Sure.
oh yes.
So you
Still
hear
still in there,
a
Lee.
gruff female voice. Hey, guard!
Oh God.
Still wearing the or the
Rodeo clown makeup?
clown makeup,
Yes.
too.
Except now he's added lipstick and that same color of blue for eyeshadow. Really good.
So sexy.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9.
So that way I
Okay.
can assist if that's what I'm trying to do. Assist him with his hide, distracting the guard so he can.
I would allow that. So roll with something extra.
Help a brother out.
Take my hat off.
That would be 11 then.
Good. So you pick it up, slip it into your garter, or do the whole
Yeah.
whatever. But as you go to move, the gorilla's kind of eyeing you now, and then hey, he kind of looks over.
Yeah. I got this itch. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. It's contagious. And I'm going to put my hand out. You smell this?
He actually kind of growls, but backs away, and he's kind of like,
What am I?
medic! And you see the 3 chimps over there. 2 of them are like, ooh, and they start running over.
Something to do.
And it's like doing the, like chimps walk, kind of hurrying over there. And one of them grabs one of the first aid kits.
Yeah. All right.
So they start moving quickly towards you guys. The guard's like, don't touch me.
Okay, as long as I distracted him, I don't
Grab
care.
Rowdy, quick.
Get your dirty hands off me, you damn dirty human.
Nice.
So yeah, okay.
Oh, I dropped my dolly.
Pick up your dolly. You see G6 has been standing there. Anybody else? G6 turned around. And as soon as all this happened, she's just
Yes,
like,
he was, Thorn.
okay, you guys good? All right, I'm going to go talk to the gorillas. She had a look of panic on her face, but it looks like you guys take care of it.
It's in the one other gorilla's.
He's upset. He's involved with that. He has no paid any attention to you guys at
Okay,
all.
well then I'll slip the key card to Rusty.
Okay, to Dusty.
Dusty.
Rusty Dusty.
Rusty.
Dusty, Dusty, Rowdy Heaven. Okay, so he gives you the key card. Okay, so you guys have the key card. Nobody's really paying attention to you.
But we are not the ones who want the
Right.
card. They
So you can just stand there and wait for something to happen,
Yeah.
and you'll know when to signal Millie.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so you go over, trying to touch a gorilla. He's actually like, yeah. You very diseased. Yeah. The 2 chimps are running up. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna stay over by the equipment and keep an eye on G6.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. What was your name again?
Logan.
Logan, catch! And I toss a football for you, but at where she's standing,
Where?
in the hopes that you get by her, she can slip you the key card,
Okay. So,
and then you run
Okay.
all back to
do
us.
I have the brains to know that? I have a 0 in brains, so.
Well, he tells you to catch, but if he wants you to catch it, but it's coming over my way.
Yeah, he says catch. You don't have to make a brains roll. You're going to try and catch a football.
Yeah.
But it's going really wide.
Yeah.
So roll your hustle.
Okay.
He's gonna run past the medics. They're gonna chase her back. To
I got an 8.
Got an 8? You're like, well, there's no way I'm going to catch that. But if you're determined, you could try. It means you'd have to run past the gorilla to get the ball.
All
It's
right.
down at bouncing at our feet now.
All right. All right. I'm all right. I'm gonna back away, like from them, and go like, I don't want to get close to them. Maybe somebody else. Just go get the ball and you play with yourself.
Well, we have to check you out if you
No, I'm
have some
talking
sort of fungus.
I'm talking to yes. Here, see, smell that.
All right. One of the chimps is like,
I did the Melvin.
I'm like, that smells familiar. Yeah, that makes sense.
But see, I got this growth down here. I don't know what happened, but
Well, we'll have to check you out. Come with us.
no.
No, you have to come with us. And
look,
they're
it's the
doing
box.
that. They're doing that like creep it in. It's okay. You're gonna be all right.
Don't touch me. I start running away. Benny Hill.
so it's Benny Hill going
Signal
on.
the Millie now.
The chimps are gonna start.
Signal the Millie now or us?
No, one of you guys come up here.
I go up there to her.
Yeah, you see him throw a football at her, and Logan's now being chased by chimps.
What the hell?
And the gorilla's like,
Signaling
"Stay
them
back!
from
It's
here."
diseased."
I'll go over to her.
Okay, you walk over there.
What's wrong, darling? I mean, what's wrong, darling?
Oh, I'm so good and happy to see you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's about to be.
Okay.
And
be
Baba
one hell
Gabba
of a
kind of looks
show.
around, slowly starts moving that way. Not pointedly, but like, well,
gonna be the
I
key
wonder
card.
what's over here.
Yes.
She just palmed me the key card.
Okay,
So,
so you got the key card.
Yep.
Okay, you see that happen. Are you going to kind of move that way? As soon as Baba Gabba sees you hand the key card, she's kind of like,
because I start moving
Now-
back towards the.
Rowdy, do you
building?
want to go back in the building
Gorillas.
with them, or you want to?
Yeah, I'd have to go back to the building.
Oh, it's good to see you. I wanted to know if you wanted to hold my dolly.
IP.
I hold it out like I don't know how to hold it, kid. You know, like
yeah,
like facing outwards.
yeah.
Like if it starts pissing, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll hold you, dolly. I start walking back like, what the fuck is going on?
Baba Gabba kind of like makes a move, and she speaks out loud. I'm going to walk the perimeter. That sounds important. And everybody kind of looks at her and like,
Okay. She's
Oh God, she's flipping out.
yeah. So she kind of like starts kind of power walking, but really slowly
Okay.
toward the fence, and then starts following the fence toward that outbuilding.
Okay. Well,
And she kind of looks at you like, boy, I wish I had some company.
So I start power walking with her and a doll.
So, okay, so you and Baba Gabba are walking the perimeter. Do you catch up with them?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are kind of
Kinda
walking
join
on the
up.
fence.
Yeah, I'm walking with Baba Gabba.
You two are still there. You
Rowdy,
see G6.
what are you doing?
I don't know. I think you're going the wrong way.
I don't think so. We're following this scientist.
Oh, you got to get us back inside.
I'm not going back inside.
I got to go back inside.
Wow, what the hell? I threw him over the fence.
Baba Gabba, before you throw in, Baba Gabba's like, what do you have to go back inside for? I thought we were going into the lab.
I'm not going to the lab. I got to go get the skates.
Well,
Andre.
here, I give you back the passcode then, pass card, because you're gonna need that to get her out, right?
Well, no.
Oh, that's for us to get into the.
Baba Gabba says, in this
control
lab
building.
is the control room. It controls all the cell doors and stuff like that remotely.
I thought that there might be another ventilation system because you guys
If
are
you go
not
with us
going to the
and
laundry
we get
room
in
now.
there, we can activate those doors from inside.
But we'll be in another building.
Right, but it's remote to that building. We could let her out.
Yeah, but you have to be with her to let her out so she doesn't get hurt.
We could send G6 back.
Okay.
She knows exactly where it is.
I think.
But we have to
G6
use
is
this
someone
key
that needs to
card
come
to
with
get
us.
in there. Well, if you want to head back in there and get to her and just wait for the door to open,
Gotta-
I guess.
I'm gonna stop and turn around. Go long. Obviously, we're football players.
You talking to Dusty?
Yes.
Okay, so basically you're like, he's like, all right, we'll get back in the building and go. Go long!
Hold your hands to your sides. Make
Okay.
yourself more aerodynamic.
It's just
Um,
sorry there, Rowdy.
I'm not even going to make you roll. Help a brother out.
Right?
I'm going to throw him. You catch him. We're helping him get inside. Okay, help a brother out. I got him. So you catch Rowdy. Right to the chest. There you go.
Hey, John.
Now I'm watching Logan, Coyote, Oars,
Yeah.
and Baba Gabba
Power walking together.
power walking like towards when they're getting close to the door they need to get close to, or was when they get as close to it as they can at this point.
They're going to get past the gorillas, and you see G6 is talking to those gorillas, and they're kind of like nodding,
Okay.
shrugging, looking over, kind of glancing over at you guys, and G6 kind of says something. and Harpo Marks suddenly pops out of the ground.
She goes, now do you believe me? Yeah.
No, the two gorillas basically kind of nod, look up, and then they kind of... She starts to turn away from them, and they kind of glance, nudge each other, nudge her, and you see the group power walking, and she kind of nods.
Okay. That's when I pull out another cigarette
Okay?
and my lighter. Light it.
Explodes.
Well, no, hold on. Before I do that, I'm going to rip my skirt.
Ooh.
Okay, rip my skirt with a strap of
Cloth.
Thank you. Tuck that somewhere. Light the cigarette. Pull out the cooking oil. Put the strip of cloth and light that on fire. And throw it kind of... I don't know where to throw it.
Well, there's gorillas all over. There's probably 5 gathered toward the middle that you could reach. That would probably cause a distraction. There's a couple groups of prison girls who are kind of like standing across the basketball court. Looks like they're eyeing each other, sizing each other up, just waiting for something to happen. You could get there. You
I
wouldn't
think
be
I'll
able
just kind of throw it at the building.
at the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So you chuck it.
Are they still funneling after me, or the?
Yeah, they're still chasing you.
Okay.
So we'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
You throw it at the building, and it's going to hit.
yep.
Okay. Now, you with the chimpanzees.
Yeah.
They're chasing you.
Yeah.
You can kind of outpace them, but what are you planning on doing? Are you going to let them catch you, or...
It's just like the rodeo.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yeah, they'll take you
Is the
inside.
gorilla? Is the gorillas? Yeah, but I was supposed to go with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the gorilla's kind of following. Looks like he's trying to do the footballer, head you off, like
Yeah.
intercept, but he has no idea where you're going.
Yeah.
So, and the chimps are like, calm down, just please calm down. You hear Soldan up at the top.
Yeah.
Catch that woman. Just stop whatever she's doing. Is she diseased or what?
I guys thought, well, you lost your thermometer last time. I don't want to happen again.
The chimps kind of pause like, last time we just met you. You just arrived.
Yeah, I was at one of my check-in.
Your check-in.
Yeah.
Soldan's like, what's she saying? What's check-in? What happened?
I kind of go up to the chimps and be like, all right, check me out.
Okay. They're like, all right, that's all we wanted to do.
Okay.
And just as they go to touch your hand and Soldan is focused
And
on
he touches
you,
me, I go, oh!
KABOOM!
Shit.
See, I told you it's a rat.
Fire flies up on the wall. Everybody reacts to it. Millie gets up out of the bleachers and she's like, I saw who did it. It was her. And points at a random prisoner. And all her girls go charging. The prisoner is over by the basketball court. So all her girls are like, what? And they start to go. It's like West Side Story without the music.
I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Yeah. Basically, it's two groups of girls charging each other, and it looks like they're going to get into a Braveheart skirmish. The guards immediately are like, oh, crap. So they basically start running over there, so they're converging on that area. The one chimp looks, and he's like, medic! He grabs a first aid kit, kind of moves over there sheepishly. Yeah. Soldan looks down, he's like, what the? Looks over there, what is going on? Get down there and find out. Yelling at you, moron. Yelling at the apes, and the apes just kind of, one of them actually swings over the railing and lands on the ground.
Yeah.
The other one kind of parkours his way down. They start moving
Parkour.
over there.
Parkour.
Over by the fence, you see everybody looking the other way, and the two guards basically go. Look at you. Go.
Take off. Yep.
And they kind of like run. You run toward the building. They kind of back off and just kind of like stand their ground like they're supposed to,
Right.
not knowing you went past them.
Right.
And G6 sneaks around the corner out of sight, and she waves you over closer to the building so you're not seen.
We go over that way.
So you guys start running toward the building. Logan, as soon as that happens, chimps let go of you. You could make a break for it if you want.
But if they see me over there, it could throw that off, right?
Well, if these guys kind of turn to catch you, it might throw them off. But the two guards over there seem to let those guys
The
go.
two chimps are still at Dusty, right?
The two chimps are kind of
Logan.
standing as
Logan.
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 Yeah.
This calls for me this time. Go to the exercise equipment. Take the weights off the barbell. I come towards the chimps.
Swinging
with
a
the
barbell. at-
20-pound weights.
No, just the belt.
barbell.
Just the bar of
Oh,
the
the barbell.
barbell
Like
itself.
Using it like a staff.
Okay.
Because it is a riot. People are fighting, so you get those to the side there a little bit nuts. You're like, towards the chimps. Just enough time for him to break and go.
Okay, so that happens. If you want to make a break for it, you can. The chimps turn scream like chimps, the screech. And as you come at them with it, you kind of and you feel it yank back, and you see that gorilla that was trying to run an interception just grab the top of the bar over your head and yanks it.
Yeah.
And he's looking at you. And he's like, stop now. And you going to try and make a break?
Yeah, but he just grabbed her, so is it...
It doesn't look like he's necessarily going to hurt her yet.
No.
He just stopped her from hitting the chimps and said,
Okay.
stop.
You could just be
now.
running from the fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just slip the bar and just take off like a shot.
And you know, even though Heaven's
I
a
know.
woman, she's not really human.
I know, I kind of cracked my knuckles like I was going to punch the grill, and I'm like,
Go!
assume I run.
You run. Okay. The chimps kind of like, medic! Medic! And so the other chimps like, get over here! So they run over to the big riot where people are just bashing each other.
Yeah.
Dusty, are you going to just have fun and enjoy your riot?
Well, I've got to get him in somehow. I got to get Rowdy back into the prison.
All pouty. Oh, no right for me.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, I don't know what's going on, so we're just stuck out here.
Well, you do see, the air vents on the outside of the building. Might be able to find your way back down there through the vents.
Okay.
So you could just jump
I
down
never
and
talked
run
to
toward
Ron.
one of those
You guys
vents.
did.
I'll jump down and run for that.
And the little bit I did here, I didn't like. So
So he jumps down. He's like, vents, and starts running toward the building. They're little vents. So he's going to run, and it looks like he's going to find his own way in the building. So
Yeah,
you don't have to worry
cool.
about it. What are you going to do?
I'm going to enjoy my riot.
Enjoy your ride.
You're like,
Okay, let's go with you real quick. So he stop now.
Okay.
Okay.
Go to the barn runs off.
Yeah, let's go to the bar, and you run off toward the group.
Yep.
He kind of clang. Just looks at the chimps like, are you up? He turns around and starts to walk back toward the riot. So you guys, for a little while, are basically just having fun. Mm-hmm. You're punching, you're evading. Mm-hmm. We're just not even going to role play that out.
That's
You're just
fine.
in the middle of a riot.
I'll
Rowdy.
step away for a while, and you guys come in.
You
you got.
run up
Let you know.
and
Just fight.
Yeah.
notice the fire is over there. The two gorillas that came down are kind of close to that. There is a vent on the other side.
Okay.
So you could probably get over there and not be seen. You look up and Soldan is kind of focused on the riot
Mm-hmm.
and shouting orders. Doesn't seem to notice you.
Okay.
But if you would, well, let me roll for him instead of you. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. He does not see you. He's more focused on the riot. He scoped out the scene, failed. So he doesn't see you coming out. He's just focused over there. So you can almost run right under him and get to one of those vents.
Okay.
And it's one you can just kind of like pop right off
Okay.
and climb inside.
I'll do that.
Okay. You want to pull the grate up after you?
Yeah. Pull
All
it
right.
back up after.
All right. So you're going to try and find your way back to solitary confinement.
Yeah, because this is from a different location.
Yeah. So you're going to be able to tell by ups and downs and going through these tunnels. It's like, okay, well, this one looks like it goes straight. This one goes up. I don't want that. So you're going to go this way. So here in about 15, 20 minutes or whatever, you'll get to the solitary confinement area. So you'll be kind of moving through the tunnels and you'll get there before anything happens, if it does. You guys at the building. So you guys run up there. You hear all kinds of yelling and screaming. I can't believe that bitch bit me. And a gorilla like, I got bit. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna turn into a human. Oh, we're human.
So you guys get up to the building.
Goodies.
It is kind of a big, secure-looking building. Like, instead of windows, it's got like the little slit windows at the top. It's probably about 50 feet long and about 20 feet wide. So it's a fairly good size, but not huge by any means. But it's big size. More like an auditorium or a gymnasium.
Right.
So you get up to the front where the hallway goes, and it's kind of a covered awning. It's not actually a connected hallway. So you get up, and there is a front door. There's no guard at the door, but there is the key lock.
Oh, I got the key card.
Okay.
So I walk up and beep.
Beep, beep.
Multi-pass.
Yep.
I turned, as G6 with us,
Yes.
I turn to her and I say, you should really be leading us. So I give her the key card back.
Yep.
If you want to take us in there.
Will do. She kind of like, beep, beep. The door opens. You see a room. Looks like a control room. There's like big banks of computer screens. And there's like a desk with like 4 guys at it. And they're all at computer terminals. They have little monitors and big monitors. And you see them typing frantically. And you can see the video monitor zooming in on the riot. And it's very Westworld-like.
Oh, wow.
Or something like that, where they're
Right.
like monitoring the prison through all the remote cameras.
Right.
And most of them are focused on the yard, different points. You do see a camera that's focused on Heaven as she basically drops the bar and starts to run away. And the camera follows her for a bit, goes back to the gorilla, and then follows him to the riot. But another camera, she shows up on another camera, but now it's a longer shot. She's in the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, with Doobie in my mouth. Roid rage!
So basically, you guys see all this.
For that, or no?
Yeah, you're there too. So once they see you coming up, they kind of get up here. So as you guys open the door, that's what you see. The 4 guys are typing. There's another guy in what looks almost like a DJ booth, but it's like a little staircase that goes up to another booth, almost maybe soundproof, maybe not. But there's a window up there, and he is actually at a different terminal with headphones on, and you can see him saying things. And there's a bank of monitors behind him, but they're like life monitors. And you notice they all have like vital signs, like blood pressure, heartbeat, that kind of thing. There's like 30 or 40 of these things. And there's a bank that's all like purple, one that's orange, and one that's green. There's like 30 or 40 of the purple ones. There's like maybe 15 of the orange ones. And there's like 20 of the green ones. But they're all life signs. And he's got this headphone set on. And he's kind of got a microphone in front of him. And you see him hitting buttons. And he's got buttons. It looks like he's flying a plane. He's got switches up here, buttons here. Every once in a while, he'll look over at one of the monitors, say something, check it. And it looks like he's got a monitor in front of him. But it's just one guy up there.
Wow.
And then there's another double doors off this way with light coming through. And it looks like it's got a key card too. And as she comes in, the guy in the little booth looks over, looks up at the monitor, hits a button, and through her collar you hear, G6, what are you doing here? And that's what the guy says. He's like, G6, what are you doing here? He's like, I have some prisoners from that riot. I don't know if they were up to something or if they just need to be kept safe or if they're here for experimentation. I'd like to bring them to Dr. Beech and let him assess the situation. And he's like, very good, G6. How many prisoners? 3. And a doll.
No, it's no doll.
Oh, yeah, no doll. She's like, 4. There's 4 prisoners. He's like, all right, let me notify Dr. Beech. And behind you, the door's... You're in kind of a dim lit room. Really, the only light is coming from the monitors.
Yep.
So it's kind of dark in here. There's like, she's got, that guard has one, like, click light above him.
Right.
So he's kind of ominous.
Hey, whores. I start punching now or what?
Segregate that, or secure that guy up in the booth.
Well, hold on, guys. Let's see what happens first. Maybe we can get our hands on this doctor.
Well, yeah, but if he's controlling the collars, he can put G6 down on the floor.
We don't know that, though.
I'm guessing that. I mean, he's on the collars.
If we start anything right now, that doctor ain't coming out here.
Well, he ain't going to have no place else to go.
What do you think, G6?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I know they can serve up a pretty good shock. I don't know if it'll take me down, but it's not going to feel good. And just then, you hear the collars come up, like, G6 looks up. Your heart rate's a little fast. You all right? Just excited. The hunt. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. She kind of rolls her eyes when she says it. The hunt. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, you may take them in one at a time. Dr. Beech is through that door.
Hey, evening, mortal woes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
She's like, all right, well, I'll take this prisoner in first. And she basically grabs oars.
Oh.
So, I'll take this prisoner in first.
All right, then I crack, and I'm like, okay.
And she's like, he says, okay, I'll buzz you in. And the door kind of clicks, and as she grabs you, you see her kind of grab you with both hands, and Baba Gabba's next to you. She reaches over and kind of squeezes Baba Gabba's bicep. And you actually hear, I love you. And Baba Gabba's mouth drops.
Right.
And she's like, just tears. She's like, it's you? Yes.
You should take both of them.
Okay. She's like, I'm taking 2. This one's unruly. And she grabs Baba Gabba. He's like, oh, that's probably the one for experimentation then. And the door beeps open. So she grabs...
As soon as it closes, you and I.
She grabs you and Baba Gabba and starts going through the double doors. Okay. The guard, basically like, there's an intercom.
Yeah.
Prisoners, stand where you are.
Sir, yes, sir.
And he basically ignores you, starts looking at G6. He's kind of eyeing her monitor.
Can I do my... So you have the muscle and the hustle,
Okay.
and I have the martial arts. Can I just, like, crouch, and, like, all my muscles just leap at the window and smash through
Yeah,
it?
what does muscle and hustle do?
No, I have a 3 of might and a 3 of hustle, so I don't know if I could
Do the
Do the hustle.
$6 million man.
I've got tough as leather, so that's one thing, and then my other thing is the way of the fist, and then I just increases my, my martial arts.
Yes. As in Spirit of 77, they always say, serve the fiction. That would be awesome. So yes, you can do it.
And just basically
Good evening, mortal woes.
Yes, hello.
jump up and then...
So you crouch down, jump up, and aim yourself at the window. And yeah, it's the slow motion. Yeah, you can. You had tough as nails too?
Yep.
All right,
Tough
roll.
as leather, yep.
Roll your might. Roll with something extra.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I add it all together, right?
Nope, take your 2 highest.
So, and then I add my might.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a 14.
Holy crap!
So basically, you and smash through the plate glass window, which
Can I grab the guy by the neck?
which looks obviously like sugar glass right out of the 70s. The whole
Right.
thing shatters way more than it
Got the
should.
3 or 4 different little
Oh.
views.
Yeah.
Reminds me of like Samson from the Venture Brothers. He's
Oh,
always-
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's always doing stuff like that. So basically, you jump. The guy's like, no. And you grab the guy.
And, like slamming him into the back wall or whatever. Like
Okay, yeah, you can grab him by the throat, take him down, bash his head, the back of his head on the concrete. He's out.
All right.
So you whack. You see him jump up and just tackle the guy and disappear.
Once that happens, I like look at the other four. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was freaking cool.
The four of them kind of look up and look at you, and when you're like, that was cool, one of the keyboard operators like, that guy's a dick, and goes back to typing. The other 3 are like, stay where you are.
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna
He
go
wipes
take
the
him out?
makeup
I
off
won't
his
go and tackle
mustache.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay where you are. Up yours, buddy.
These guys are not gonna fight.
I'm gonna beat up the other 3, but leave the one guy who's like, that's an asshole, completely alone.
Okay.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're cool.
And we don't have to roll for it. You just they're scientists. You're like
Right.
pop, pop, pop. And the other guy looks. He's
We're
like,
like, no.
I'm not a dick.
No, but you said he's an asshole. You're good with me. Besides that, what do you do to tell us what the hell's going on here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No.
Okay.
I'm in disguise.
She's like, okay, I'm relieved.
yeah.
that was
no,
bad.
No, no. Yes, no.
Okay, so you're obviously in charge right now at the moment. We have a riot, and he starts telling you we have a riot here.
Shut up.
Oh,
We want to know what's going on with this facility that we're in right now.
oh, yes.
Experimentations, the turning people into animals.
Well, Dr. Beech has his own experimentations. We're not privy to them, but I know he has been doing some. He had a successful experimentation with transferring brain waves from one brain to another. I don't know what's going on, but that's basically what it is.
Can you get me in those doors?
I can't, but the door to the buzzer door is up there.
You know how to operate it?
There's a door. There's a buzzer, a button, a big red button that says Beech's Lab. Just hit that.
Hey, oh shit, what's your name? Sorry.
Logan.
Logan, hit the big red button.
Can I get up?
Logan gets up, snap. He's got glass sticking out of his head, out of his leather jacket.
What?
Hit the big red button up there.
Do you even look?
No.
Shit. By the door, I meant to say.
You're like, hit the big red button. Beech's Lab. That must be the door.
I
You
can't
actually
look
rolled
around.
it, so you hit it. The door, beep, unlocks for a minute.
All right, I can't look around. Do I start hitting stuff?
Yeah, come on down.
Meant up here.
No, not up there.
Well, actually, as you're looking, you see the buttons. A lot of the buttons are basically like have numbers next to them: G6, G7, G10, C12.
C4.
G6 is her, and there's two buttons. One
It's
is
just the hound.
communicate,
Red button.
and one has like a little lightning bolt,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like a shock button that she was talking about. And the other one has communicate. But you do look over, and there's a larger control panel with like 6 or 7 buttons, and there are 3 that say G manual override, G deactivate, O override, O deactivate, C override, C deactivate.
Deactivate, right? G6. I see that one.
Well, it's G for all of them.
Oh,
Override would probably be your. Well, I'm not gonna. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna-
can
So it
look
says
up there.
override or deactivate. You don't know if deactivate means
Well, I do have.
Kill
One,
or-
I got one of these scientists. I'm gonna drag that scientist up to him
okay.
and be like,
Well, you can just like go help.
"Go help."
Yeah,
You
he
know
runs up the
Zombie
stairs.
Beach's
All right.
Buttons are not toys. We know
kinda-
this.
The
See, kinda
jolly,
looking at the buttons like
the candy like button.
I'm like looking at him like, hey you, get over here, get over here.
It's like, yes sir, yes sir. What can I do for you?
How do we get?
He kind of looks dick.
I'm gonna look around where I'm at and
Yeah.
see if I can find a weapon of some type, improvisational or whatever.
Hey, folks, I just came in on the plate
Not
tonight.
really. Like a monitor, a keyboard. There's no guardrails
Keyboard
in
will
here.
work.
Okay, pick up a
March
keyboard.
my way into the doctor's quarters.
Okay, so you go in. We'll get
That's
you in a
debatable, Zombie Jesus.
All right. So in the lab, G6 takes Oars and Baba Gabba inside. Now this room is a little bit different. It's a little darker. It's lit with like bad fluorescent lighting, like just fluorescent lights here and there. So it gives these pools of shadow, but it's this where it is lit, it's like that clinical white, makes everybody look like they have bad acne kind of thing. So as you look, there's a couple operating tables. You do see cages in here, large cages. And then there's another double doors that say barracks beyond. And you can see that's kind of lit. And it looks like multiple like cages, like a zoo. And it just says barracks. So, but as you walk in, there's Dr. Anson Beech is standing there.
Okay.
And he's at a bank of computer terminals, and it looks like he's got like a chemistry set, like the whole big medical lab thing, and test tubes going. It's right out of a 1970s Mad Scientist. He's got the white lab coat and all that, and he kind of like is at a desk making notes, and he kind of turns around and he's like, G6, I understand you brought these prisoners from the riot. And she says, yes, possible experimentation or behavioral modification. I know you look into that kind of thing. And he kind of says, yes, I do. Is it taking? And she's like, all too well, doctor. He's like, good to hear. So, 2 more for experimentation. That's interesting. And he kind of walks over. And as he's walking over, he's kind of eyeing you up and down, you know, almost like you're bugs under a glass. Mm-hmm. He's like, so, prisoners. And he kind of looks at Baba Gabba and he's like, that's most interesting. And he looks at G6. Why did you choose this one? It's like, she was acting strangely in the yard. And no other reason? No, doctor. It's like, That's good. And this one kind of looks you up and down. He's like, May I ask how you got in here?
Your pet brought me.
Into a women's prison. How did
At which point I engage in a sucker punch.
All right. He is like, I am a doctor, you know.
What is the new the regular move thing for?
Oh, let's see.
How'd you get in here? Well,
Something about a beat down.
Deliver a beat down.
Yeah.
3 and 3 is 6, and 3 is 9.
9. Okay, so you didn't quite do it, but you did it enough. Let's see.
Knocked him off his feet at least, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it was him, and who else was in here?
Just him.
Just him. Okay.
Yeah, just him. Okay, on a 7 to 9, you deal damage to the target, or you can choose one of these. You can avoid any counterattack, deal great harm, which is +1 harm, deal 1 stun harm, disarm your target, which he's not armed, blind, hold, or otherwise disable your target, deal -1 harm. Let's see. He's not holding anything. Yeah, or you can move him, but that's about it.
Okay, the disable is what?
Disarm, but you can
you can stun him.
yeah, you can stun him.
Yeah, stun him.
Okay, deal 1 stun harm. Okay. So you punch him, he takes 1 harm, and it's like, oh! And before he can do anything else, Baba Gabba is also going to punch him, because she sees you, she's like, bastard! She's
She was all monkey spider on him. Spider monkey on him. That's it.
He beat.
okay.
Whack, whack.
She's going to also try and stun him, because she's like, we need answers. So he takes 2 harm. Well. Okay. G6 just stands there, kind of like nervous. Back in the control room.
Okay. Okay, I grab the dude, bring him right up to him. All right, now how do I disable G6's collar?
I've only been trained up here once. I've only been trained up here once. You can shock her, you can communicate to her, and then there's the G. I think if you hit her button, G6, at the same time you hit, I don't know if it's override or deactivate. I think it's...
I gotta go, let me look. If you were wrong, there's a 50-50 chance I'm gonna knock the piss out of you.
Okay.
All right.
So you hold G6, hit deactivate.
Yep.
Okay, back there. You punch him. She gives him another one. He's like, ow, ah. And he looks like he's almost out, but he's reaching for something at the table. And all of a sudden, G6, the collar, goes beep, beep, and unclicks and falls off. And she kind of like, step back.
Yes!
Yes!
She's going to stun him. And she does 3 damage because she's a gorilla. So basically, he's like, oh, I'll get you. Stand back. And he just collapses. On
I
the
come
ground.
walking in with a keyboard. Oh,
Jack Burton style. Ha!
I gotta go. That's all right. I didn't want to really hit you.
Oh, thank God. That's great.
I gotta lean out the window. Hey, we're gonna let everybody go?
come on in here. You're from inside the room. Bring him with you.
I am. Come on.
All right. So you guys come in.
Hey,
Dr. Beech is
Hey, I gotta
passed
grab
out.
him. Just so you know, I ain't a woman.
No, you should say, just
Good.
so you know, I am a woman. I'm probably wearing him a little bit more.
He kind of looks at you. You're not my type. Either way.
I'm going to tell Bagga to
Babba Gabba.
get him tied up and secured. I'm going to go back out there, see how these guys made
Well,
out.
we're coming in, so
Yeah.
he's already in. and
Okay,
I'm coming
Yeah.
so there were 3 desks,
There's 4.
4 desks, and what about the guys?
Well, this dude right here is pretty cool. He ended up showing me how to shut it down.
Is that the guy from the control booth?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
he's out. This is one of the other scientists.
Okay. So what about the other 3 from...
They're unconscious.
They're unconscious.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
So-
Get them secured. We got the doctor stunned and securing him.
You want me to let all the monkeys out of the roost or what?
Now that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll help you out.
The guard's like, okay, if there's the G button, it's just G button, hold that, and hold deactivate. It affects all the collars.
Okay.
Override is to give them new directions. I remember that now. So if you hold the G button at the top and deactivate, it'll
What do you
disaffect.
mean override?
Well, if you hit G6 and override, you could say a different command, like I need you to guard the bathroom, or I need you to go to the here and stand guard.
I need you to rip the arms off of any human that's part of the prison.
Right.
We
System.
don't want to do that.
Tell
Now,
some,
wait a minute.
tell somebody to secure the boss guard.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I kind of look at that as like, so these are monkeys you guys turned into humans,
Well, we didn't turn him into humans.
right?
He amplified their brainwaves somehow. I don't know how he did it.
So where are the humans at?
There were no humans. These are actual gorillas.
Right.
This one, he looks at G6, had some sort of stroke and was essentially brain dead. So he took an inmate and put the brainwaves in.
Where's
this
the
gorilla.
inmate at? Now.
The inmate is in cold storage.
Cold storage?
Yeah, like the morgue. Yeah, on ice so the body doesn't go bad. In case he wants to use a simian brain to go into that. I don't know. It's Dr. Beech's experiment. I just work here, for God's sakes.
Where are these at?
Well, the cold storage is right back around the corner there before the barracks. And you see what looks like a cooler door.
Was she the only one that's that way?
Yeah, and the G6 is actually embracing Baba Gabba, and they're crying.
Okay. Well, if we release all these monkeys, they're gonna go crazy. I don't know if we want to do that.
I think you should tell them to secure the prison people, like the warden and all them.
G6 actually speaks. She's like, they're not going to go crazy. I was worried about that. If you had deactivated my collar, would I revert to a gorilla? But I didn't. And I've been talking to my fellow guards. They're actually not happy about what's going on. They think the job should be done right. They're actually in full... They've gotten more intelligent than he expected. Most of them were playing dumber than they are. They believe that this system works.
Maybe if you send out one final message that says you are now free and then deactivate it and the collars fall off and they'll figure out what they got to do.
Let me do it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
G6 goes up to the control booth.
I'm going to go over to the
Get
cold
the boss
storage.
guard secured. We don't want him.
Okay. You're kind of like, yeah, let's do this. It seems like there's something else we should be doing, but we got to take care of this first. And you're like, yeah, monkeys. And Coyote, you're like, yeah, we'll send out that message and open the security, the solitary. We got to do that. Rowdy's got to get her out of
Open
here.
up that secure collie. Tutti booty buddy.
So,
Open up that solitary.
He's not going to know how, but the man, the scientist guy does.
I go grab the scientist and walk him up there.
He's like, oh, okay, yeah, we can do that.
Come on, G6. What's your real name, G6? I'm sorry.
Claire.
Claire, come on, let's go.
She's like, I'm got to stay here with Baba Gabba. You got this.
All right. I take the scientist up there and say, kid, nah, push what?
Okay. Basically, he's like, oh, the cell doors are all over on this bank. And then he opens a drawer, like a circuit breaker box, and it's all marked. And he's like, it's kind of like Jurassic Park, the T-Rex paddock. Da-da-da-da.
Undo it.
And there's one, he's like, okay, this is solitary confinement. All right, down in solitary confinement. So you have been traveling around. Yeah, and you're like,
You went to 3 different kiosks.
where
They
the
were
hell
all wrong.
am I? And as you travel, you realize you have 3 rats following you for some reason. They're like walking behind you, and every time you'd stop and look back, they stop. You keep going, they keep going.
That's a little weird.
Yeah,
You have a rat army.
yeah.
We have
So
it.
as you find, you're like, wait a minute, this is it, because it goes straight down. So you go down that shaft. The rats all gather up, kind of wave goodbye.
Yeah.
You
Bye, friend.
clang down there, and as you look through the grate, you see Audrey kind of relaxing on her bunk, just kind of nervously
Those,
staring at the ceiling.
those were the Nim rats.
Yeah.
Try and kick in the grate.
Okay, you kick and it falls in. She jumps and looks up.
I hop on down. It's just me.
Oh, good. I thought I was going crazy. She's like, so that's what you really look like. That's interesting.
It's still,
He's still the same girl.
that's awesome.
Can the three rats fall down there too?
Yes, we'll go with the fiction. One of them slips and they all 3 rats land and they do the superhero landing.
Yeah.
Next to you. And she's like, and you have friends.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from.
Yeah, you
last
lost
round.
your shit. Sorry, lady.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, so how's your plan going?
I don't know. It's pretty crazy up there. But either way, they're going to try and unlock the doors, and I'm here to help you out.
Okay.
I actually go over and, yeah.
The door clang.
Clink, clink.
See, there it is.
Okay, this is a dream, right?
The mice come out and they go like one of them's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, this is a dream, right? I'm dreaming.
You've got a prison full of gorillas. Which part's the dream?
Good point. Good point.
Like kicking the door and pull out my 6-shooters.
6 years.
Out of her bra.
Go out. Da-da, da-da.
They're under the skirt. Come on.
Oh, under the skirt, excuse me. Shebe, hey Shebe.
3 rats in a trench coat.
3 rats in a trench
3
coat.
rats in a trench coat.
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
So you run out with her, and the 3 rats are still following you. They're like, so she's like, okay, where to? And you notice the gorilla down there he was the one who was sleeping. He's sitting in the chair, and when the door buzzes, he obviously looked that way. When you come out, he stands up, and it's like, oh shit. He stands up and kind of snarls, and actually just pops his chest a couple times, and then you see the collar light up and drop to the ground.
Well, no, I won't do that first.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
tell him to do a broadcast
Okay.
to all the callers that says, you are now free. And then hit the release.
Okay. So he gets up, and you hear a small voice. You kind of make it out because it's quiet down here. It says, "You are all free." And then it
And if you
falls
notice
off.
the voice, it's my voice.
Okay, so you said it. Okay. So the collar falls off, and he kind of stands, and he's like, looks up under his eyebrows at you guys, and he's like, "Why were you in solitary anyway?"
You gonna stop us?
No, but I need to get some answers. Follow me.
All right, where are we following you to?
Just taking you to the warden to make sure she's excused and she's got a pardon coming through or something like that. Got to follow the rules here. All right. So, outside, the battle's still going on.
One of the mice pulls out a loaded cup. Attica!
The other one pulls out a switchblade knife.
Yeah. Okay, out in the yard, the fight is going. The gorillas are actually picking people up, and they're like just grabbing people by the neck. Here, you stand here. Stop. You stand here. Stop. And people run back in, and they're just like picking them up like chess pieces.
Bellion said to shoot him in the butt, Brad.
Yeah.
The only time you see anybody get hurt is when somebody's like pulling out a switchblade and one of the gorillas just pop and knocks them out cold. They might take some damage, but nobody's getting killed. The gorillas are trying to subdue them, not kill them. And about halfway through the fight, you notice that it's getting kind of out of control. And all the guards, you're kind of close to the guards. You hear Coyote's voice in like multiple stereo. You're all free. And all of a sudden, all the collars beep and pop off. And all the gorillas just stand there. The girls are still fighting. And you know when a gorilla roars? They all do that. And all the girls just freeze. And it's like, I've got a shard of like a broken bottle. And I'm like,
You probably hear that in the building.
you probably do hear that outside.
Dusty, they did it!
And they roar, get everybody's attention. And the gorillas all say, put the weapons down. Stop fighting now. Return to your cells. Yard time is over.
Recess is over.
And all the girls kind of stop. They're like, don't make us hurt you. Just do it. And you notice they're not as, like, clipped. Like, follow me. Stay in line. They're, like, talking. Like, don't make us hurt you. Do it.
We can see that on all the monitors, right?
Yeah, you're seeing on the monitors. And they're kind of like, the girls are like, okay, man. Okay. And they all start to calm down. Like, all right. Everybody line up, and you hear up above, and you see one of the monitors, the camera pivots around. Soldan is up on that balcony. He's like, the hell are you apes doing? Subdue them. Knock them out. Carry them back to their cells. Kill them if you have to. What is wrong with you, you stupid apes? And the two gorillas that jump down are like putting out the fire, and they both look at each other, shrug, start climbing the building.
Here.
Climbing up on the
Easy
balcony.
dumbbell weights go for the.
Yeah, and the other gorillas all look up, and in like unison, all the gorillas,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
two of the gorillas are gonna go up on the balcony. And
Hey, can you talk to the PA?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Place that sumbitch in under arrest.
okay. He's kind of like yelling, and then realizes he's got two gorillas and nowhere to go, and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And just as they're about to reach back, you say, "Place that son of a bitch under arrest." They kind of grin. One of them looks, pulls out
At your leisure.
his nightstick,
Pulls out his nightstick.
and the other one pulls out one of the little stun guns. And the one guy pulls out the nightstick, and he's like, "You gonna come quietly?" So Dan's like, "The hell I will." And the other guy shocks him right in the back. He like, drops to one knee.
He's got a knife.
The gorilla taps him on the shoulder with that big ass nightstick. "Now are you gonna come quietly?" "You son of a bitch." And he's like, Are you assaulting an officer, sir? He's like, you ain't no officer. And the one gorilla grabs his uniform, like lapels or whatever they are, epaulets or whatever.
Yeah.
Grabs one, rips it off with most of the sleeve, and he's like, you're no officer either. And he basically starts to, okay, I'll have words with the warden about this. Like, good idea. And they basically grab him by each arm, lift him up, like, let's go see the warden. So they
Bell
start
says,
marching.
Gorilla!
So they start carrying him inside the building. Okay, you guys in the thing, they're like, okay, the gorillas are free. What about the orangutans and chimps? Are we freeing them too?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that. Their collars all pop off in the yard and everywhere you see. And the chimps are like,
Hold on, nobody's taking us back to ourselves then?
well, everybody else is rounding everybody up. Like those two gorillas take Soldan,
All right, so the rest.
the other 20 gorillas, and there's like 17 more gorillas coming out of the building without collars. Kind of like, all right, everybody line up, you know.
That's fine, because I was just going. Oh yeah.
So they start gathering all you people up and taking you. They're going to march you back to your cells. You and Audrey and the three rats are going to the warden. They're taking Soldan to the warden.
All right, can I?
You see them taking Soldan. You heard it, taking him to the warden. You can ask to go to the warden, or what? What are you guys doing? That's what I want to know. Are you guys just going back to your cell, or do you want to be taken to
There's
the
a
warden?
phone here, right?
Yeah, there's a phone.
Okay, I'm gonna call Chelsea.
Oh, there's no outside line on these phones. You'll notice there is no outside.
I'm actually going to
I think it's the
go.
warden's office, probably.
I'm going to go down to cold storage and see what's going on with that.
Okay. As you go down there, you open it up, and there's like, it looks like a morgue,
Oh shit.
but it looks like they're in like cryostasis. So they're not dead, but there's only actually one
I
body.
brought that scientist with me.
Yeah, there's only one body in here, but there's like 8 of these.
What body's in there?
He opens it up. It's Claire. So her body is dormant and essentially brain dead.
Can't bring her back, can we?
He's like, well, there's got to be a way to reverse it. It's just brain waves, just electrical impulses. He switched it from that body to that body. And if it's just electrical impulses, there's got to be a way to switch the
I
poles.
need my alien here.
Okay.
It's a long story, but basically we got somebody who's super advanced in electronics.
Oh, I got a better idea. Follow me.
All right.
He goes over. He looks around. Dr. Beech is tied to the chair, out. He's like, oh, there it is. Pulls out a syringe. Tink, tink. cc's of adrenaline. The doc kind of like screams and wakes up. He's like, oh, he's got a huge bruise right here. He's like, what happened?
We overthrew your prison.
What?
You want to be knocked out again?
And you hear the growl and the knuckles pop, and there's Claire. I can do it. I know why. Why'd you overthrow the prison? It was an
Because-
experiment. It
yeah,
was
this
working very well.
Horrible experiment. You're fucking with people's lives.
Just apes. No offense.
More than just apes. You got one body back there we need to revive.
I don't know. And Claire's like, if you say I don't know what you're talking about, I will rip your jaw off.
Oh,
Yes.
And she's
I
like,
let her.
oh, that body. Yes.
How do we fix it?
Fix it. The scientist is like, reverse it. There's got to be a way. You're not that stupid. Otherwise, why'd you keep the body? Well,
Watch your words.
yes, I can reverse it.
Tell the scientist how.
Well, I will need assistance from
No,
that scientist.
you're not getting any assistance. You're going to tell them how to do it, and we'll get it done.
I can't exactly do that. I have to perform the procedure myself. If you hook it up wrong, it will fry both their brains.
So now you care.
Why, yes. Now I do. Considering I have a 400-pound gorilla who's probably going to break me in half if I don't.
Oh, she's not the only one. The rest of them are free to do the same.
Yes, let's get this situation reversed.
Untie him.
So basically, are you going to stay for that?
Yes.
Okay, so who else is going to stay in there? You're staying in there.
I'm staying in
Did
there.
you leave?
Well, you're there taking care of. You're going to be watching over.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
So is Baba Gabba. So is the scientist.
Right.
Okay. Well, I says like I'm going to make sure that everybody else gets out. So,
All right.
Okay.
and then I'm going to head on out.
What are you
Back
hanging
to
outdoors
the
or
prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
If those two guards that were there at the door, are they still there or not?
The gorillas.
Yeah.
They're not at the door, but they're away. Well, they're probably at the door now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're free now.
I says I come up and say, "Hey," I like rip my shirt off and I just bare chested.
Yeah, you rip your shirt off and the socks fall down, and they're like, still not doing anything for me.
Yeah. Look, I work for the mayor. We're shutting this madhouse down.
Madhouse. It's a
I says,
madhouse.
we got the other agents. As I point to them two, and I says, they're with me. We gotta go
Well,
talk
you're
to the
not.
warden.
You don't see them yet.
Okay. Two others are with me. We gotta go talk to the warden right now. Come on.
Shutting this down. Well, we'll talk to the warden about that too, because we need to speak to him on that.
I can't turn around. I can't point the collars. I'm talking about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on. And I kind of
Ors, what are you doing?
I'm going to take one of the colors. I'm going to put it on the scientist.
Click.
Dr. Beech? Okay.
nicely
It's
done.
probably not activated in any way, shape, or form. But, and I say to him, this is, in case you get any really stupid ideas.
The scientist is like,
This may well turn your entire experiment and make you the guinea pig.
he kind of looks with the collar. He's like, this is really uncomfortable.
Too bad.
The scientist that he's working with is like, shows the code right here. That's G12's collar.
Mm-hmm.
Go to that control room.
Yeah.
If he acts up, hold G12 and the lightning bolt.
Shot collar.
Is somebody saying that to me, or
Yeah, the
somebody
scientist is saying it, not Dr. Beech. The other scientist
scientist
is
is
saying that
helping
to
us.
you.
Yeah, the scientist has been helping us.
He's like, my name's Gary.
Gary.
Yo,
else?
Gary.
Okay.
Gary's cool, man.
So if
Gary.
he's wearing the shock collar, just hit that button, it'll activate it, and then hold that button and hit lightning bolt, and it'll shock him. And he's like, Gary, you son of a bitch. He's like, no. I'm not the dick, remember?
Gary's cool. Leave Gary alone.
Gary, I need to take this meeting with the warden, and
It's okay, or I know how to operate.
Need to bring him with. So if you would be so kind as to go up and activate the collar and monitor and stand by, because I notice all these cameras you can.
Baba Gabba
follow
says, I'll do
every-
it.
Yeah, because he needs assistance.
He has to stay here to assist Dr. Beech. He's the only other scientist.
Yeah.
So Baba Gabba's
I see, but Baba got
like, Baba.
gotta
Baba Gabba.
I'll do it.
She's able to do the control.
Yep.
Holding a
She's
button,
wanted
I
to
can
do
do
this
it.
for a long
I look
time,
at Baba
you know?
Gabba and I
Alrighty,
say,
Gary.
wait
You
till
guys,
he's done,
you
hon.
got your thing.
Wait till
Abby,
he's
you
done.
got that. I've got this guy. Was there still somebody else here?
No.
Okay. Well, the doc's still somewhat trussed up, and he's got the collar and said,
Well, he's got the collar on. He's untied, but he also has a 400-pound gorilla standing next to him, looming over him like,
but that's,
do it right.
That's G8, or that's one of the
Right.
other guys.
No, that's...
It's
What's
G8.
G12.
Clara.
D6.
Well, the other two
Six.
guards are taking him, but if you know you could get one of them to stay behind.
Okay, which one is G12?
One of the guards outside that he was
Okay.
talking to.
G12, could you come with me and
Well, I was
One of the
what?
one of the gorillas is going to take you. The other one goes back.
Have you already left, or you're in the process of going?
process of leaving.
Oh, we simply go with you.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, you come with me. One of the other guards stays behind.
Yeah. All right.
Stay here and make sure that the thing gets done right.
So you guys are going to stay there. The thing is going to get done correctly. It's going to take a while. Strap both down. It's your typical Frankenstein. Throw the lever, Igor.
Right?
There's electricity. There's all kinds of computer monitors, and yes, it is going to work. So Claire becomes Claire, G6 becomes a gorilla, but
And he,
there was a hiccup. One of the scientist assistants like, something's wrong. I think we got this hooked up wrong. Just as he throws the switch, she comes back. And you notice the gorilla has intelligence and it imitates Claire.
Right.
So she's like Claire 2.
Right. Claire
So
point 2.0.
G6 is still Claire,
Mhm.
and Claire is now Claire.
So he let the gorilla still have the
It was an accident.
yeah.
They wired it up wrong.
Thomas Riker affair.
Yeah.
So that's a
Okay.
very
Did
happy
the
accident.
real Claire have a stroke or something? She was paralyzed.
That was the
The
gorilla.
gorilla
The
did.
gorilla did.
To start
Oh.
with.
And now, because it's got a copy of Claire's brainwaves,
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine. And it's like, do you mind if I change my name? I don't like Claire.
What would you like to be called?
Julie.
Julie?
Yeah.
Wonderful name. Julie, would you like to hang out with us for a while?
Maybe.
We can-
Claire's like, oh, please do. And Baba Gabba and Claire are happily reunited. Baba Gabba's a primatologist. She talks to Julie and was like, yeah, join us. So now they're going to go off. 3 girls in a convertible.
We have a
Happily ever
spin-off.
after.
I'm gonna-
And thus,
no,
the
I'm gonna-
real Ghostbusters was born.
It's the female version of the Filmation Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the Gary. I'm gonna
Yep.
say, Gary, grab this asshole. Let's march him over to the warden.
Oh, Dr. Beech?
Mhm.
Okay. So, everybody is going to
Converge
converge
on
on
the
the
warden.
warden's office. You guys can say, hey, can we go to the warden's office? And
I
if
thought
nothing
they were
else...
coming to get us.
Yeah, we were coming.
Oh, yeah. They do come and collect you. So,
Okay.
this gorilla takes you 3 to the warden's office. So, in the warden's office...
They'll get there first.
Yeah. Well, you'll probably all converge about the
Yeah,
same
they had to
time.
finish the procedure and everything
Yeah.
while you.
It takes a long time to get through the prison, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
Well, you guys, you're going to the warden's office. You're going to stay with the procedures, so
Right.
you're going to miss out on this part.
most of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, at the warden's office, you all get there. You're all marched in by the prison guards. The warden's office is kind of big, but there's so many gorillas and people in here, it's kind of crowded. Yeah.
Some are hanging from the ceiling.
Well, they all come in. They look at one of the big silverbacks. He's like, "Guards, wait outside. I'll speak for all of us." And he's like, the rest are like, "Yes, sir." And they walk out. So it's just you guys, a big silverback gorilla, and the warden. The warden is kind of almost sweating bullets with the big silverback and no collar. He's like, "Where's your collar?" It's like, "Well, we'll talk about that." But first of all, there's some things we need to settle. And the warden's like, yes. Kind of looks at you with your bare chest.
Yeah,
And he's like, "I knew you weren't women,
That's right.
and you weren't who you said you were. So this letter was correct. But who are you? And what are you? Why is she out of solitary confinement?"
I can't go, look, we're just some badass motherfuckers. And we're sent here by the mayor to make sure she stays safe. Now I gotta call somebody right now.
Okay.
So where's the phone?
He's like, "Well," he kind of like, "I've always wanted this. Don't judge me." There's a bust of like Beethoven.
No
There's
way.
a red button and a little thing on his desk. There's a red phone. He's like, "That corrects you directly to the mayor or the commissioner."
Or the commissioner.
I have it.
I start going. So I got the clown makeup, so
He pauses for a second, shivers.
Thank you.
So you're gonna pick up the phone, call the mayor?
Yep.
Okay. There's 2 buttons on it: mayor, commissioner.
Hit them both. See what happens. No, I'm not there.
Mayor.
Yeah.
What was the mayor's name? I can't remember. Well, yes, this is the mayor,
Now what was her name?
Chelsea Hazelnut.
That's right.
Mr. Mayor, I need to talk to Chelsea about a certain mission you sent some important people after. Keep somebody safe.
Chelsea? Was this recently?
Yes,
Oh, well, I'm well aware of that mission. Are you one of the men she recruited?
you're damn right.
Mayor McCheese.
That was from Zombie Jesus.
Mayor McCheese. Mayor Knoxford, that's it.
Knoxford.
He's like, "Well, I'm well aware of that mission. You can speak to me if you wish."
Well, I do.
And I kind of hand out the phone to her.
To her. Who?
Uh,
Audrey?
Audrey. Yeah.
I'm not Audrey.
You're with her, though.
Yeah, she picks up the phone.
Yeah.
Hello?
Because that's his daughter, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, that's a guy who supports the mayor. It's his
Yeah.
daughter.
The mayor's just a complete stranger. We don't
Yeah.
have anything to
All
do
right.
with him.
I kind of go. I go.
Do you still hand the phone to her?
Yeah, I was mistaken. So I go like, well, look, you got a lot of craziness going on.
Hold on. Wait, never mind.
Just a second. I said, look, you got a lot of gorillas and everything else going on. You got to get some people down here right away. In the meantime, and I can hand it over like to her. So
She's like, Mayor Knoxford, this is Audrey Skates. I said, oh, she's like, yeah, I'm fine. Yes, they did. Yeah, okay. And you see the silverback kind of like, she's talking. He's like, let me talk to the mayor. She eventually, hold on, someone wants to speak to you. She hands up. He does the little, Mr. Mayor.
this is
He's got
Gorilla
that gruff
Grodd.
voice.
Right?
Sounds like Michael Clark Duncan. Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd like to continue on staff. No payment necessary. We feel it's our duty. An obligation, really. He looks right at the mayor. Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
The warden.
The
Or
warden.
the warden. And the warden's like, yes, we can talk details. Sure. In person? Oh. Right. At night. Tonight? 7? Yes, you won't regret this, Mayor. Thank you.
Oh, that's so cute.
Do you want to speak to someone here?
Rowdy.
He's like, hands the phone to Rowdy.
It's like holding the phone like this.
Yeah, it's like, here you go.
Hello. Yeah.
The mayor's like, and who is this?
This is Rosie, the saloon girl.
Oh, well, I don't need your services yet, Rosie, but I'll be in touch.
Zombie Jesus.
All right.
Phone rings. This is President Beetlebox. Beetlebox.
People Brox.
Like, what you give me the phone for?
I thought it'd be fun.
All right.
Hang it up. So the warden is like,
gonna see me
what are you, he looks at the gorilla, what are you talking about? He's like, we've been conditioned into this job, and we actually find that we prefer it. We actually like it, and it makes sense to us, and we want to continue doing this job. But not under Soldan. We can run it better by ourselves. And I guarantee you we'll be fair and humane. We are vegetarians, after all. You understand that, right? We don't hunt. He's like, I didn't know that. He's like, not a lot of people do.
About that time I walk.
We'd like to change the image of the gorilla community.
About that time I walk in.
Yeah, and our brothers, the chimps and orangutans. Not that one.
Well, shouldn't you be getting paid, though?
Money really has no object for us.
You get paid in bananas.
Well, we could.
Food, shelter.
Yeah, as long as we have a place to stay, which we do. We would like to dress up the barracks a little bit. The cages are kind of heartless. But if we could have some throw pillows and some curtains, bead curtains, maybe a stereo, that'd be nice. So the warden's like, so you want to stay here and run the prison? Well, under you, of course. You would be our boss.
You would be our boss.
Yeah. He's like, okay. And you're talking about the mayor about this? I have an appointment with him at 7 this evening, under cover of darkness. I am to wear a large trench coat. But I will be meeting with the mayor. I'm sure he'll
He
see
said
our...
to me for my date.
And be sure to wear a monkey suit. After my last meeting, I want to try something.
I got an idea.
He says, I'm sure the mayor will agree to our terms. Okay, all right, well, if that's what you want. And the scientist guy is like, may I make a suggestion? They both turn. He's like, I do know the computer systems that Dr. Beech installed, like the security cameras. I could teach some of you to run them, help me run them. I could be kind of a chief of security kind of thing.
Yeah,
Warden.
and this guy here needs fired a lot.
Yeah, he's glass out of
He's
the
not knocked out. No, I'm talking about the scientist.
Oh, Dr. Beech?
You brought him with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got his collar on. He's sitting in the back. You kind of bring him
I turn
up.
around and point, and that guy needs fired a lot.
Warden's like, oh, Dr. Beech, what have you been up to? And the gorilla's like, oh, he's going to be incarcerated, I do believe.
In solitary for a long time, I'm assuming.
Now hold on, wait a minute. Who funded them? How did this start?
Dr. Beech had a contract of some kind.
And I can't turn to him. I grab Dr. Beech and pull him up in the air. I go,
Who made that contract?
I made a contract with the mayor about running an experimental prison. I may have left out some of the details, but I was left money, lots of money, by my mommy and daddy.
So this is all you? It's not somebody else funding you?
No. Who would be crazy enough to fund this?
Shake him a little, see if he's telling the truth.
If I shake you enough, the truth will come out.
Shake me enough, my lunch will come out. Yeah.
Shaking baby syndrome.
yeah, I just try and intimidate,
Yeah.
make sure. Yeah.
He's telling the truth. He's nothing. He's got a shock collar on that's about this big. He's got a gorilla who's like, yeah, what's up? And a room full of people who want to kick his ass again.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not lying.
All right, I can't set him down.
He's going to have to be put somewhere where he can't talk to anyone.
It's like the origins of supervillain.
And I can't look at the warden when I say that.
The gorilla's like, solitary will do nicely. And he turns to, he's like, Miss Skates, how did you find your time in solitary? Well, it was horrible. Could it be made worse? Well, yeah. Could I speak to you after this meeting? We need to defer what to do with him. And she kind of smiles. Yeah. It'll just take a moment.
Rowdy.
Rowdy's there. I got my.
Rowdy. What are your three rats going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah. They're all sitting there up on their haunches. Twitching their whiskers.
They're going to perform vaudeville for him.
Yeah.
They might be able to help make
Every
solitary a little worse.
Night.
I'm thinking. I mean, they are rats.
Well, they just come with me.
We could give him
Open
little
up a
cattle prods or
little pocket.
something.
He's got pocket rats.
Oh, Rowdy wants to
Oh
keep his
my
rats.
god.
Yeah. You gonna keep the rats?
Yeah, we'll take it back home.
Okay. So they kind of like jump in your.
I'll get him a dollhouse or something.
Okay.
Remember, they got to stay out of my bar kitchen.
All right.
Don't want a problem with the city.
Yeah.
Basically, the rats will climb aboard, ride in your garters or one in your cleavage, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
just a pocket.
Okay. So they all jump in the pockets of your dress. The warden's like, so, I guess you weren't who you said after all, but worked out for the best. Miss Skates, I apologize. I was just doing my duty. She says, I understand, but who was behind it? And he's like, I have no idea. I really can't help you with that. Maybe who wrote this note. And it was typewritten, not handwritten. She's like, He's like, well, you may leave. You may all leave. You have no reason to be in the prison unless you, for some reason, want to stay. I don't know. You seem like you had a fun time.
So is Andre off the hook then?
Audrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I never really had paperwork on you. I was told you were in incarcerated prison, but I never got the correct files. So somebody put you here, and you got lost in the paperwork. So
I'm wondering if the person that put
dreadfully
me here didn't
sorry.
try to blow the whistle on us.
Chelsea.
Kind of wasn't. Go ahead.
So,
Or I look at that gorilla and I say, by the way, you got a prison named Rhonda X. Don't ever let her out.
well, of course not. She's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Well, that
She
and
was-
also, Warden, you may have to check your additional information. She's actually wanted by Interpol. Hi, I'm Heaven. I'm a bounty hunter. And she has about a $50,000 reward on her head. I'd like to be paid, please.
You'll have to bring that up to the mayor. We don't serve those kind of papers, so...
Give me the phone. We'll talk.
Click. Oh, sorry.
You talk to the mayor. He does not deal with Interpol. You'll have to go to the United Nations or somebody like that to get your pay.
Yeah, I can go take care
He's
of
like,
that.
yeah, you'll have to figure that one out. We don't pay that here in the
At least
city.
we located her.
Yeah.
Just get the information. I get paid.
She is present. She is in prison. That's good.
Now, what about Baba? She wasn't really a prisoner, right?
Baba Gabba?
Yeah.
Nope. She was, because she actually killed people on the outside.
Okay, that's right. All right. But she wasn't.
So, now you could put in a good word for her.
Yeah.
And
her
Claire.
And Claire and the other monkey.
So
So.
the warden kind of takes it and it pulls their files and he's like, I'll give it a consideration, but it does look like they've had pretty good behavior and since Claire was a gorilla for a while, that's kind of time served.
I mean, at the very least, put them together in a cell.
Well, of course that was going to happen. I'll look into it. So, the rest of you are free to go.
I would like to start a weekly derby team so that the girls can release their frustrations on each other in a much more productive way.
The gorilla's like, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So you guys all get your...
And I say one final thing, sir. Here is my card, and I would like to be advocate for any of the gals when they get out to smooth over their transition back into normal society.
Gotcha. As you walk out, you do see a limo pull up, and she's like, oh no.
What? Oh, is that your mother-in-law?
Stepmother.
Stepmother.
Yes.
Yes, right.
And this car pulls up, and you see the window, the car stop, and she's like, the window rolls down, and you see that severe-looking woman. So anyway, the car pulls up, the window rolls down, you see the severe-looking woman, and she's like, Audrey, you're out of prison? She's like, yes, I am. Oh, well, that's wonderful. That's great.
And as soon as I see that car, I am prepared to step in front of Audrey.
Okay.
Should anything be amiss.
Well, she's just sitting in the back seat like, oh, well, that's great.
That's nice for the moment.
I'll take you home.
No, you won't. We'll take her home.
Well, who are you?
We're her guardians.
Guardians?
Yeah, she was.
I'm the child's stepmother?
We were assigned to her by the courts.
By the courts. I'd like to see some writing on this.
Well, go to the court and find it then. We'll see you later. And I can grab Aubrey and walk her off.
So you guys go over to a prison bus. You look for one.
Yeah.
One of the gorillas is standing out there, and he's like, "What are you doing?
Got to take this little gal home.
Where is your vehicle?"
Not here. We came on a bus. We're leaving on a bus. We'll bring it back. Don't worry.
In one piece?
Well, of course. We're not going to joyride.
Would you please drive us?
Oh, yeah. Are you able to drive?
Say, if he drives.
Then you just bring her right back. I feel you owe it to her, considering she was in solitary confinement for no reason.
He hold on. He walks over to the clerk's office. The orangutan opens the
Yeah.
Yes.
Like real high, too.
Yeah. It's like 6 feet. He's like, they need a ride back, and they don't have vehicles. Can I give them a ride on a prison bus to get over where they were going? They've been released. He's like, oh.
Oh, by the way, we were the ones that relieved your necklaces. We removed them for you.
Oh.
Yes.
He kind of reaches in, that long, drapey arm, kind of fling, and the gorilla just catches the keys, and he's like, I'll be back. All right. Fill it up and sign the form. He's like, yes, sir.
Well, before you go on too far, I was going to open the car door after he walked away and go, oh, you're not getting away that easily. Pull her out by her hair, use my shoestrings from my roller skates, tie her wrists up and say, citizens arrest, and bring her onto the bus with us.
Okay. All right.
Drop her off at the police station.
When you guys get to the police station, long story short, they're going to say, what's with her? She said, citizen's arrest. What for? I think she was going to do this girl harm. She said, I was not going to do that girl harm. Well, citizen's arrest, frisk her. She has a 38 special hidden in her panties.
Your panties.
So they're like, what's this for? Protection against these people. But didn't you just meet them today? She's like, she was going to come into the prison and kill me with that, Audrey says. She's like, you little bitch. Come with
By
us,
the way,
ma'am.
Ask the warden.
Yeah, so she gets arrested. The gorilla comes into the police station to the desk sergeant. He's like, what the?
Oh, I walk up beside
Well,
him.
he walks in. Could I get an application?
Yeah.
Yes!
The cop's like, you want an application? Just one, please.
I walk up behind him and say, I'll vouch for this gentleman. He may look a little furry, but he's the best cop you'd ever have.
Hands it over. The girl is like, thank you. Takes it.
Now, question: Audrey doesn't have any biological parents, just a stepmom and everything
No,
else.
she's
Her
her
dad.
father.
She's got her father,
Father, good.
Yeah, her father.
which is the next stop we're
Still
taking.
alive, barely.
No, he's fine.
He's
Oh,
fine.
he's fine.
Yeah.
No,
he's
he
fine.
was. She was just gonna leave him, take his money, and then let him live with his daughter's death.
Yeah.
So you guys take her home. It's a big mansion, Horseshoe Drive. Do you have the gorilla drive you, or do you get your cars from?
No, we let the gorilla drive us.
Okay.
Make it all legal. Make it so
Prison bus pulls up in front of this mansion.
Yep.
Gorilla gets out. Here's your stop, boys. You guys get out, go up, knock on the door.
Yep.
Butler answers. Oh, Audrey. Father comes running into the room. Joyful hugging, joyful thing.
We take the time to explain to the father the whole situation.
And he kind of had an idea to, like, I was worried that was going to happen. I am so glad you're safe. When I heard you were in prison, I knew who was responsible, and I couldn't find her. So everything's good there. Yes.
Before I disembark the bus, I give my card to the gorilla
Okay.
driving.
Yeah.
Says, have you taken a name yet?
Well, I'm thinking.
You're going to need one on your application.
Yeah, I've got a couple ideas, but I'm not sure what I'm going to settle on.
Alrighty, well, here's my card. Need anything? Think of anything. Think of anything you want to pursue in the big world. Yep.
All right. Thank you.
And I speak with the father. I said, Father, she's been through a lot. So I have some people in the church. I said I can get her to one of the best prestigious Catholic schools. And I know you've been trying to go after the school for a while, but I can talk to the Mother Superior.
Audrey's like,
you don't want to go to school?
No.
not Catholic school. No, no, no. And
Oh,
the
I've
fa-
got connections to other
no,
places.
the father's like, no. She's going to stay home with me for a while, and then we'll figure out what college she's getting into. Thank you very much, though. I
I'm going to
appreciate
go dance at the Pink Pony Club for a little
There
bit.
you go.
it. Yeah.
Neat, Tony.
She's got a date with the mayor. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out.
Oh, no.
It's at midnight.
That day is at 8 p.m. Yeah. 7 p.m. for the gorillas, 8 p.m. for the...
So basically, he thanks you all and all that stuff. And he's like, if you need anything, let me know. So the
Needs a
next
ride
thing is...
back to the club because I missed my car.
Yeah. So basically, you go back to the police station and get your vehicles out of the impound.
Yep.
And then head on home.
You've never seen anybody make love to a vehicle before, but I'm like, I missed you so much.
Yeah.
Humans are just weird.
So
Give us a ride. You can change that outfit now, you know.
I don't think he wants
I'm
to.
gonna get in my long johns and sleeping hat.
That's better. You gonna keep these rats?
Gonna make a little dollhouse for
You gonna
him.
make you got names for him?
No,
Can we name them?
no,
Fine.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
No.
no.
No more?
Probably like
Hey, Or's
Frank.
boss. Since I'm getting hold of the embassy, I'm trying to take care of this reward money. I'm going to get a little bit to the church, make sure the roof's fixed. The rest of
Certainly.
it, you want to get that disco Friday and Saturday night disco going on?
The rats can.
Were we talking about that?
Yes,
The rats
we
can
were
be the
talking
doorman.
about that, but you need another couple thousand to make it happen.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Well-
Get some money out of it.
you're going to find out that your reward is going to be about 2 years in processing because it deals with international law.
Yeah, true.
So they're like, yes, $50,000. We'll get to that. Well, you should have it. A check in the mail.
By 1980.
Yeah. Yeah. By 1980, 81. And don't forget there are taxes on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's interest every year.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'll probably end up with about
You owe us
$350. So that's how that's going to work. So you guys get home, get back to the club. Everything goes back to normal, and you have just survived the women's prison of the apes.
Exit music. Dun, 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 dun,
And
dun,
there may be a new cop on the beat.
Yes. That's awesome.
Be no monkey around on my beat.
That's right.
All right. Well, folks, that's pretty much going to be it for us tonight. We are the Raconteur Society. Don't forget to check out our link tree that has links to everything we do. We are 2 people away from having 150 followers on Twitch.
Ooh,
So
neat.
please, if you are a person on Twitch and you have an account, send your friends over. We just need 2 more to make 150 on our march to 500. So good job on that. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday to see what we're doing. We will let you know what we're playing the week before on all of our social media. Thanks to Bobbi here, which means thanks to Bobbi, thanks to Dale for running tonight, thanks to Mike for all that, thanks to Dennis for letting us run here, and I think that's it. We're going to raid out, though, so hang on one second. I'm going to try to do it on my phone because my computer decided to take a crap. So if you're on Twitch, hang out for a second. We're going to raid if I can do it. So...
Oh, Shebe, good night, guys. Much thank you.
Thank you.
Shebe, good night.
Okay.
Give me a minute. We'll get you one more.
Okay, thanks, Zombie.
Let's see if I can do this. I tried to do this on my phone the other day and it didn't work. So we'll see what happens.
So while you're doing that, I hope you guys like that story.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
That was good.
Yep. That was great.
Oh, we love you too, Shebe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay!
Thanks for tuning in.
Hard.
Raid has been created. We're going to raid Quincy's Tavern tonight. So make sure you say hello to Quincy for us, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. We are the Raconteur Society, and we will see you all again here
Next week.
Hello.
Hello.
Seeing you.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, 150. Thanks, Anakin.
Yay!
Anakin, Zombie Jesus. Woo, 150.
150.
150.
Yes!
Good deal. All right, I think they went. It's my son's account.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Exactly.
But if his name's Anakin, be careful when he gets
All right,
over.
the raid is launched.
And thank you,
Okay.
Zombie Jesus. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
And we're launched. We're rating.
Raccoon Society, hello, welcome, and thank you for the raid.
Right.
Yay!
Now get the figures aggroed, come on.
He's the one that calls us the Raccoon Tour Society.
Oh, that's why he said that.
So who's this at?
This is Quincy's Tavern. It's one of the
Okay.
streamers on there. He's actually a pretty well-known guy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
What's he do?
All right.
Video games.
Plays video games.
All right.
He does. He started off as a live stream doing like a tavern type thing where he made food.
How was your tabletop?
Yeah, his voice sounds familiar.
Welcome in, everybody. We're fighting for our lives in the cave here. Hang on. Oh, gosh darn it.
It was good. Tell him it was good.
Yeah.
I did. I am.
Take
From a distance, he
this off
sounds
now.
like
I'm done.
Commando.
Goodbye. Oh.
Everything's turned off.
So I don't have to bring my laptop. I don't know why it worked on the phone this time, but
So,
I
okay.
did. So.
Give them all back to me.
Next week.
I won't be here
Okay,
next
hold on.
week.
Let me end up. Are we ending the stream then?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
See you later, folks.
Bye, everybody. Bye.